necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other advertisers. This program is sponsored by Manuchehri.
Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well.
Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show from Bothell in my dining room. And hi to you, Benny.
Hi.
Is in Bellevue at the studio. And we're missing the studio.
And we're missing you. But you're at the center of the universe. That's usually what Bothell is standing for, right? Isn't that what we always said?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that one.
Bothell, Woodinville area. Either that, but then everyone in Fremont says it's, the center of the universe there too. So
wherever you are, that's the center of the universe.
Bingo.
Right? Wherever you are, whoever you are, that's the center of the universe.
Yep.
I feel like I'm in Zoom Central in my dining room. I did 2 online classes yesterday, and then I did an interview on AM Northwest in the morning. So this is just where I live these days is, in the dining room.
I think it's perfect. Everyone's, making new with new technology. We've discussed it on many other shows, on how things are going, and it's kind of like par for the course.
It is.
Yep.
It is. But we're looking forward to coming back in the studio. I'll be able to hear more appropriately through, the professional.
Well, we needed to talk about that then. I didn't know you were having issues.
Well, I'm not having issues, not anything out
I think
of
I
the
know what
realm
it is
of,
though.
What?
I think you like your headphones a little higher up than most.
Oh,
So you need more volume. How do you not always look at me every day when you're in the studio? You're like, turn them up, turn them up, turn them up. And I'm like,
but I think
you need some more juice.
I can hear, but it's different. It's just not the same.
Is it the hair in the way? Do you have so much hair?
I don't
It's
know.
your beautiful golden locks in the way. I mean, it could be that.
By Clairol, yeah.
Right. Oh, the secret's out.
Yeah, secret's out. But at any rate, I just think the studio headphones are just perfect because you can still kind of hear around you, where when I'm listening through my, headphones.
You're used to the brand of what we use in the studio. Well, we'll get you a new pair then. Maybe we should start there first. It's easy. I've got a few extra pair laying around.
I'm just thinking that maybe things will start to change.
It's possible.
In the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
We just might see things. There's more and more people on the road for sure.
Oh man.
I'm like, who's staying home? Nobody. No, I mean, lots of people are still, but I'm like, oh, there's a little bit of traffic out here. Yeah,
and actually, I've had a couple of accidents to report already in these last couple of days.
Really?
Although the rain is kind of unfortunately helping with those. Not to say I'm not a fan of accidents, but the roads are slick. People are driving like madmen and women.
Well, yeah,
just slow down.
I'm driving fast for sure.
It's not Talladega, okay? It's not Talladega. Slow down, Marie. Come on.
Sounds good.
Even though it's wide open for everybody. Come on.
Sounds good. Okay, so we're taking people's phone calls today. And so who do we have first?
Yeah, and if you'd like to join us for the Marie Manuchehri Show, the number is 877-825-8828. Again, 877-825-8828. And we'll start things off with Isabel calling in from the Portland area. Hi, Isabel.
Hello.
Hi, Isabel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you both?
I'm great. Did I meet you once?
No, you know my mom.
I know your mother, and I met one because there's 2 daughters, right?
Yeah.
So I've met one of you once for a moment, I think. I'm pretty sure. But it's lovely to meet you.
My sister.
It must have been. Well, it's lovely to talk with you. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Portland.
You are in Portland, okay, because that's where your mom lives. Fabulous.
Yes, I just moved into a new apartment, so I'm 5 minutes away from her.
Oh, I know. So she lives downtown, so you live very close to downtown. Fun with all the restaurants there. I know you can't go to them right now, but it's a fun place to live. Yeah, near the, is that the Pearl District? I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Great. So what can I do for you?
So I would like to know I want to know about my guides and how to easily connect with them without, I feel like I resist a lot, but I don't know exactly why, and I don't know exactly how to get over it.
Well, you're strong-willed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's part of it. You have a strong personality, you're strong-willed, which I think are great attributes for women. Personally, that's just how I feel. But your voice, at least in your mind, comes first. And so you have to kind of quiet your voice. You have to get it to sit at the back of the bus, so to speak, and let your guide sit at the front of the bus so that you can actually hear what they are saying to you. So here's a few tips. When you listen to the multisensory world, let's say in your case, we're listening to guides, the key important component is it's not going to sound like your own thoughts. Well, even if there is some sort of auditory expression that sounds familiar, the words are not going to be what you expected ever. They're just not going to be there. So it's going to be surprising information. And I think your mind is so quick to kind of go, no, 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 no. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you're just going to have to quiet that part of your response down just a little bit so that you can hear your beautiful guides. You have 7 guides, which 7 is the most spiritual number there is on Earth.
Wow.
And so it means that you actually have a very high spiritual connection. Even if you're not completely aware of it, you have one. It probably also means you're very kind. You probably have a lovely kindness about you, along with this strong personality. And most of your guides are men, actually. So you have strong, yeah, but you have strong masculine presence in your guide group. So 6 of them are men, and then you have a female perspective as well. When I look at guides, I don't always see the gender of male and female. Well, actually I typically do, but it doesn't have to always just be, our human version of masculine and feminine energy. But yeah, so the female has her hand up. She goes, you're waiting for my voice. So you're waiting for that soft, feminine perspective on things that you are evaluating. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So the next time you work on communicating with your guides, I would sit near water or be in the bathtub, because that will relax you to be near water. And we're mostly water. The earth is mostly water. So our guides communicate really well through the H2O element. Okay. And they all have bright light on them. So there's just a very strong, beautiful spiritual element. And maybe that's part of it. You're looking for it to be more practical. And I do believe the advice that we get from the multisensory world is practical, but yours is going to have a spiritual component to it. So you might be just over, going, well, that's too fluffy. That can't be my guides. But in your case, it will be. It's going to be fluffy.
And will I see them at all? I feel like I can feel them, but I've never been able to hear or see them.
You absolutely can, from what I can see when I drew out your third eye. You have a stunning third eye, but you're going to have to learn and practice to rest outside of your mind. And I always recommend somewhere between the hips on down in terms of resting in that part of your body. I think that would be very effective.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. It's so lovely to meet you over the airways.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Isabel from Portland, and 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. And let's take, looks like, we'll stay in Oregon. We'll take Emma, Lisa from Oregon. Sorry, Lisa, welcome to the show. Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I couldn't hear that. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
Thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
I'm going through a big transition, like I know a lot of other people are on the planet. So I was curious. Well, it's true, right?
Well, and I think you're in good company. It's
yes, of course.
I think it's weird to go through a major transition, but when the majority of the population is, and it kind of makes me think of 2008, where a lot of people didn't have the best home loans. The mortgage company wasn't the mortgage industry.
I agree.
And so people had to claim bankruptcy or foreclose on their homes. But I thought it was one of those times in life that if someone had to do that, you weren't alone. You didn't have to feel creepy, like no one should anyway, but you just felt like, oh, well, probably hundreds of thousands of people went through that experience. So you're in good company right now going through unusual transitions, as you pointed out.
Yeah. And I feel supported. I'm not scared or anything like that. I'm just curious if you have any insights into like the next phase going forward.
Well, first of all, I disagree with what you said. I drew out your energy. You are scared. So, yeah. So your root chakra and your crown have a significant leak in energy. And I know you're young and healthy otherwise. So this isn't about your health. This is about the circumstances. So it might be kind of nice if you take a few moments and sit with yourself and go, honey, I know you're scared. I love you. And kind of let yourself get to some of those emotions so that you can let them out of your body, because the repressed fear actually can block you towards moving forward, if that makes sense.
Okay, I can do that. Thank you.
Okay, so the next move, so are you currently employed?
Partially.
Okay, good. So you've got some wiggle room.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do? This is the question that everyone should be asking themselves right now. Everyone should have a clear perception if what they were doing was bringing them joy or if it wasn't. And because we may not have a situation globally for another 100 years like this. I mean, this is going to pass. We're going to eventually, things will happen, come into place, and we're going to move to some sort of normalcy. But this is the moment to be selfish. This is the moment to be honest with yourself and not think about, I have to have a job to make this amount of money to pay these certain things. Yes, you will need a job that will allow you to take care of your life, but you also need to have work that brings you enormous joy, because those jobs are the most fulfilling emotionally and then have the most potential for creating extraordinary wealth. So this is your moment to go, what do I want? What makes me happy?
Okay, I'll take time to fill into that. I think that's good. I like that.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think I have some good insights to meditate on. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks very much, Lisa, for calling in from Oregon. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show.
Do you think she was in a latte line?
I think so.
I think she was like in her car about to order her almond milk chai, which is what I want right now.
Very specific.
Actually.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
That's your. Oh, okay.
I'm like, where's my chai?
I was like,
I think I have time after the radio show to go with my Lysol rag, because I wipe down my drink once I get it in my hands, right? So we've all been drinking Lysol, Windex, whatever we can get our hands on.
Not specifically, but
not out of the bottle.
Yeah,
right. There's always I'll bring home one for Courtney too if she's here in the office. Right. Which luckily she's been able to work extra for me, which I really appreciate. And Charles was just barking.
Yeah, Charles wants one too.
He does. And so as I bring her drink, I'm like, I'm so sorry if it tastes like Lysol. No. I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's a small price to pay. And let's take now Emma calling in from Virginia. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Hi, Emma. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to talk to you.
Is this your first time calling in?
No, I've called in before.
Was it helpful?
Yes, it was so helpful. I feel like every time I call in, it sets me on my new, a new level up.
Yay! That makes me so happy. Yay! That makes me very happy. Great. Okay, so what can I do for you today?
So I'm calling. I have a couple things, but the big thing was since I started practicing Reiki, my menstrual cycle has changed a lot, and sometimes growing up it was always super painful, and it stopped being painful, but the last one was so painful. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt like the pain radiated for like a mile around the house.
Oh,
it was the strangest sensation.
That sounds terrible.
So it's not very nice. So I was wondering if you had any advice on things I could do or meditate on to relieve that.
Well, first of all, have you heard of the product Feminine Essence?
Feminine Essence?
Feminine Essence, yeah.
Feminine.
It's an
feminine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a FDA approved herb that helps balance hormones, and they have it in 3 different age groups. Like for, I think really young women, and they're probably 30-ish, and then women more in my age group. I think it's a great herb for you, and it is approved by the FDA. You can order it online.
Do you take it orally, or is it
orally?
Okay.
And it's just natural herbs, and it doesn't have a lot, so that's what you need, that support. Your hormones are kind of interesting, is how I would describe it. And I think it has something to do with your relationship with your mom, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And
that's what I have been suspecting.
You are correct. And we want to take care of this. I don't know how old you are.
I'm 25.
Yeah, we want to take care of this before you have kids, if you decide to have children. No pressure, by the way. No pressure.
Yeah.
But we want to get your hormones in a happier place before you adventure down that road. Years from now, I had a rule that I didn't want my kids to have any children until they were 35. No one has actually followed that advice that I gave them. But, they're kind of close, sort of. Okay.
I work nannying too, and I feel like that's been really helping me work through a lot of that emotional, the emotional layers that I have from my childhood and my parents.
Well, here's what I want you to do too, is I want you to imagine regularly your parents showing up in your, like when you were a child, so you have this meditative moment that's co-creative, and they show up in your life, and they're very loving and nurturing and giving you everything that you wanted. Okay, right now.
That'll be strange.
But it'll be really good for your body.
Okay, great.
Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, also, I've been having chills constantly, and I've been using your meditations and your spirit guide book to connect more with my spirit guides. But I feel like they're really trying to communicate something to me. And I went and swam in the river yesterday because they've been calling me to water. And
good.
I was wondering if you had any advice on, or you could see sort of what they were trying to tell me. Because I know what they're trying to tell me, but I want to see if it's them.
Well, actually, what I hear that they're just congratulating you. They think you're doing a great job. They're very proud of you. I think humans have such a hard time accepting praise in general, or allowing it in, and that's such an important component to really getting a clear insight to yourself, because the universe sees this in such positive light. So I think they were celebrating you. That's what I think.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I love them.
Yeah, good. They love you too.
And this is also a plug, because I'm wondering if I'm also wondering if you think your May class or your September to December class, if either of those would be good for me to do coming up at this time of my life.
So the May, actually, here's what I think. It's the one I haven't put up yet. And I'm working on the last 2 classes. Courtney's waiting for me patiently to get it finished, but it's Psychic Coaching with Marie Manuchehri. That's the one I think you should wait for. And I'm planning to teach it starting in September. But I just have 2 more lessons to write. Okay?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That sounds perfect.
Yeah. I think that one's the perfect one for you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
More details on that to come, right? Is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I have to write a commercial for Benny too, so he can make one for me.
We'll get it all taken care of for you. Yeah. Marie. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, I love coaching. I miss my coaching group, because I'm coaching right now the vibrational class, and I keep it small at 25 people. And we just did lesson 7, and I really miss them throughout the week. And it's just a phenomenal experience. So just look for more coaching, 12-week programs on specific topics that hopefully are things that you're looking for. I'll be doing one on energy medicine as well.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's run off to our first break of the hour for the Marie Manuchehri Show. If you'd like to join us, 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll be right back. More from Marie.
Going hot, so hot, just like an oven. And I'll burn mess up, I just had to touch it. But it's so fine, and it's all mine. Hey, baby, we don't mind all the watching.
It's finally here. A 4-week fast-track online course on how to have everything. Health, love, wealth, and true happiness. Marie Manuchehri is thrilled to offer You Got This. Beginning Friday, May 8th, Marie believes that your mind is in a perfect zone of a new neurological growth because you and everyone else in the world are doing new things you have never done before. When we participate in new activities like wearing a mask to the grocery store, making masks, or working from home for the first time, your brain is on fire with massive new learning, creating a precious window of time, perfect for success with all new learning. Visit energyintuitive.com to learn more about the course or to sign up.
It's time that you are heard, and I don't mean in just a conversation. I mean really heard. Imagine hosting your very own radio program on Alternative Talk 1150. Talk about being heard. Call 425-653-1150 right now to learn how affordable it can be to host your own radio show. Time slots are going fast, so take hold of this chance by dialing 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk, we have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. If you own firearms, it's your responsibility to make sure they're always stored safely. Hiding them in a closet or drawer is not enough. Kids know where they are. Research shows the risk of injury and death is lower if guns are stored unloaded and locked up, with the ammunition locked in a separate place. This is important when children are young, as well as when they grow into teenagers. For more, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
On the path to good health and well-being? Alternative Talk 1150 is the station for you.
Nothing but a little doozy when she does it. She's so fine tonight. And as long as I got my suit.
Okay, we need a dancing party for sure when this is all over with.
Like I said, a lot of people are still doing it, even though they're 6 to 10 feet apart. Even my little story from last week's show, you know, those two ladies in the parking lot and all that, it was so adorable. Like every time I drive there, I want to see them show up again. I really do.
That is so cute. I love it. It's a little cold outside.
No, it's never too cold. Come on, it's springtime. Once you start dancing, everything starts flowing again.
That's true. Yeah,
right?
That's true. You'll get all warmed up.
Totally.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
All right, well, let's jump back to these phone lines. If you are just tuning in now after the break, it's the Marie Manuchehri Show. 877-825-8828 is the number, and we'll take Three Feathers calling in from the Olympia area. Hi, Three Feathers.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you great. What can I do for you?
Hi, Marie. I'm actually calling for my partner who is experiencing a lot of numbness in her lower body. I think it has to do with the root chakra, but I wanted to see what you thought, if you could tune in.
Okay, so how long has that been going on?
How long has that been going on? It's from an old injury, an old back injury, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's been
the
going
numbness
on.
has only been a couple months.
Has she had the numbness before regarding the injury, or just new?
Can you repeat that?
The numbness, did she have that before with this injury, or is this new?
Yes.
It's chronic. It's been there before, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So actually there's a really great series of lower back exercises. In fact, Benny can take maybe email contact information from you, or you could actually just write into energyintuitive.com and give us your email, write into us. And then I can have Courtney send you some lower back exercises, because what we want to do is actually build the pelvic muscle. So the pelvic muscle is actually a little weak. And when you have lower back issues, you need really strong pelvic floor muscles. And these exercises are super fun, super easy, take just a few minutes. If the numbness increases, I do want her to call a doctor though. Okay, so if the numbness gets worse or it feels different than it has historically, I do want her to call someone. Just to be on the safe side, I would just feel more comfortable.
Do you see anything going on with the root chakra? That was my initial word.
I drew out your energy. I didn't draw out hers. So let me just do very quickly. And your energy looks great, by the way. So
Really?
yeah, I think you're good in trauma. Believe it or not, I think you do really well in trauma. You have the energy of a nurse. And her energy is also great. Your partner's energy is also great. When I look at the root chakra, there's no leak. So let's try these back exercises and get the pelvic floor getting stronger, because that will support her lower back too. And they're super easy again, like no crunches, just simple things that you do for like the count of 5, and there's 7 of them. So just write into energyintuitive.com or just go to mariemanuchehri@gmail.com, and Courtney will get those. It's a video, a YouTube video. She'll get those out to you.
Excellent. Okay, thank you so much.
And stop worrying.
Beautiful, blessed day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You too. And stop
worrying.
worrying.
Stop
worrying.
worrying.
Oh, worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Three Feathers. We appreciate the call. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. And we'll take now Lori calling from the Ohio area. Hi, Charles. Lori from Ohio. Hi, Lori.
Howdy, this is Lori.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Oh, I'm trying my best. I think I'll cry though, Marie.
Oh,
Sorry.
why? Oh, no, you go ahead and cry. You go right ahead and cry all you want to.
We all need a collective cry.
Oh.
So sorry to do that. I was not crying until I got on the phone to wait. And now I'm going to stop, I guess, here with you. But I am quarantining with my 92-year-old mother, and I have a sister who refuses to honor the quarantine. And it really upsets me. And so, actually, Marie, other than the crying right here, I'm a really strong and with it person. I get it. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But do maybe, if it's a family issue, do I have family guides that want to weigh in with me and give me some advice? And can you read my energy? And I'm sorry to have to listen to myself cry when I re-listen to this. But
I really like the tears. I think they're beautiful. And I think a lot of people feel that way. And because you're so strong, you don't always let yourself cry. And somehow you felt safe. And so I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that you cried. I think it's great. Here's my message to you, and you're probably not going to like it. Okay. But you have a very difficult family, you know? I mean, you and your mom are sweet. And I'm not saying your mom doesn't have rough edges, because she does, but you and your mom are sweet, and you're just going to have to let the family do what you can't stop them. And so you're spending all this energy trying to get them to be better people and be responsible. And your mother is too much of an enabler, and has been with the difficult kids. You know what I mean? And so that's her fault. I'm just saying that's her fault. Your sister is smart. She can listen to the news. She can read the paper. You've already told her everything. So you have to let go, because this is not good for you, and you're not going to be able to create the change you want anyway. So, and good. And in the future going forward, when things get back to whatever normal we're going to have, a new normal, which I think will be a better normal. I'm just saying, a better normal. Do your best again to stop taking care of your family. They don't value or appreciate you. They don't listen to you. It's just a total waste of your energy. And go find other people who really love you to care about, right?
That's totally fine with me, and it doesn't upset me. I think I appreciate hearing from you. I have this natural worry, am I going to be okay? I came home to be safe, and it's, crazy. Yeah. It's crazy enough it's actually going to spit me out of here.
So that might be good, right? But I think you have a good, strong immune system. I was more worried about your 92-year-old mother. She's in the age group of the people who, when they get sick, they don't survive. The mortality rate for the elderly is so high. But we don't know how many people have actually been exposed to this virus. There was a new study that was released from Los Angeles County, and where after doing antibody testing with over 800 people, they now anticipate that maybe up to 400,000 people have already had this virus and who have no idea that they actually had it in LA alone. So probably a lot of people have already had this virus. Nevertheless, what you've asked your family to do is healthy and wise, but they've never listened to you before, and it's just a waste of your energy.
Right.
Okay?
So I would love to ask you more questions, but I respect you have more callers. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and go have a good cry.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lori, so much. Yeah, she's absolutely right. Collective cry from all of us is
Yeah,
definitely needed or
absolutely.
overdue, right?
Yeah,
it's
overdue.
So, right,
Exactly.
so amazing. All right, we'll take now Valerie, who's calling in from the Bellingham area up in Washington, or North Washington, I should say. Hi, Valerie.
Good morning, Marie. This is
Good morning.
What a day in the world.
Yes.
And I'm glad that caller called in right before me.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Oh my goodness, was it me or her? So yeah, it seemed like an echo, and I'm just noting that it seems like I'm releasing my own family again. And those reasons you gave her, which was they don't even really know me, respect me, or anything such as that. And so I just find myself here. I feel lonely in some aspects because my husband hasn't joined me. He's on he's far away on Hawaii.
Oh, let's go.
And he's dealing with his own inner work, I think, also. And this time apart, I think, has been very beneficial and also not easy for both of us.
Well, this is the time to do the inner work and get clear about what you want in your life, what makes you happy, who do you want to be surrounded by. This is the wake-up call, and it's kind of a long call. It's a long, it's a long call. So people have the opportunity so that when they emerge out of this, whatever that means, because some people, their lives haven't changed that much. My life hasn't changed that much, quite frankly, other than I can't really hug my kids right now.
Sure, and your grandkids.
Right, exactly. So
my life looks the same, and my inner work.
I know, but you're bored. You are bored out of your mind.
Oh, good. That's a good place, right?
Well, I mean, first I want to make sure that that's true for you. Are you bored? I mean, you said you were lonely, but I think you're bored.
Well, I love to learn. And so I go to my artwork, my soul collage, and I just make cards because it's such a rich place to do that.
I think you need to figure out how you can integrate into the world and have more people and more experiences that turn you on fire. That's really,
you're right. That is
your
so
time
true.
For that.
Is there a clue here?
I think you should consider studying something that would allow you to help others, but something that would bring you great joy first and foremost. So whether that's the tarot or some sort of coaching program or something like that, I want you to find some online courses that you could take that would help you to be of service in a way that could help spawn someone else's internal joy. And if indeed, if I'm reading this correctly, do it because it would make you really, really happy. And I mean, really, really happy.
And does that have anything to do with anything that you offer, or am I supposed to go outside of that realm?
Well, the psychic class, the coaching class that I'm going to be offering that starts in the fall, that's still months away. So I'd love for you to start doing something now. Get on some YouTube videos. You don't even have to pay for a class if you don't want to. Start taking some classes on how to spiritually connect with others to help them. Whatever that means to you, I want you to get curious, have fun, but pay attention to the spark. When you feel that spontaneous joy, that means you're on track.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to take the psychic coaching program, that will be in the fall. It's not even up on the website yet, but it will be in the fall.
And that spontaneous spark is just amazing.
Exactly.
And
so let's go experience it. Let's go
live in it.
Yeah, let's go. Exactly. Let's go do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
For your time.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, thanks very much, Valerie, for calling into the show. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more before our last break of the hour. We'll take Sharon now calling in from the Atlanta area. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Marie.
Hello, Sharon. How are you?
I'm great today. Thank you.
Good.
I was just wondering if I could ask about my guide.
Okay. Do you have a specific question, or you just want general information about them?
I was wondering, like, how many of them there are, or any names, or whatever you can come up with would be wonderful.
Well, guides don't care what you call them. So you could call them peanut butter, and they don't care. They just want the name to be meaningful to you. So I don't share what names for individuals, because it's really about your relationship with them and what stirs you. But you excuse me, you have 11 guides. 11, which is a nice number. It's a high number. It's a power number. It also means that you're very good in partnership, meaning that when you're in partnership, it could be very a blessing for you, very supportive, very helpful. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So 2 is a good number for you. Anything to do with partnership, like if you have a job and you work closely with someone, it makes me think of Rick Levine and please don't let me forget his name right now, Jeff Jarrah, Jeff Jarrah passed away several years ago, but Rick Levine and him were joined at the hip, and they were just had this incredible relationship as astrologers, and did a lot of cool, fascinating things together. So you have that kind of energy, in your personal life and your professional life. So do you have that in your professional life?
I do not. So you're saying I should be an astrologer?
Well, it's possible that's why I got that strong vibe, as if Rick and Jeff are in the room with me right now, which of course Jeff could be because he's on the other side. So do you like astrology?
I do, very much.
Okay, so yes, definitely begin to work in the realm of astrology, and then try to find a cool partner to work with, whatever that means. It doesn't have to look like Jeff and Rick's picture, but having people, having a cooperative partnership personally and professionally is awesome for you.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much, Marie.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. Have an amazing day.
Yeah, thanks, Sharon, for calling in from the Atlanta area. And 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take our last break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more. It's finally here. A 4-week fast-track online course on how to have everything: health, love, wealth, and true happiness. Marie Manuchehri is thrilled to offer You Got This. Beginning Friday, May 8th, Marie believes that your mind is in a perfect zone of a new neurological growth because you and everyone else in the world are doing new things you have never done before. When we participate in new activities like wearing a mask to the grocery store, making masks, or working from home for the first time, your brain is on fire with massive new learning, creating a precious window of time, perfect for success with all new learning. Visit energyintuitive.com to learn more about the course or to sign up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Flace with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Kids are full of energy, but keeping them active in their teen years can be a challenge. Aim for an hour of physical activity every day. If they like sports, that's a great place to start. Keep the focus on fun, not winning, and encourage your child to do a variety of activities. If your child isn't meeting that 60-minute goal, gradually increase their activity in ways they enjoy. For more, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Time is funny. Sometimes it seems fast and other times slow. When it comes to time slots remaining on Alternative Talk 1150, time is running out. In fact, there are just a few primetime slots available. So if you want to host your own radio program, the time to call 425-653-1150 is right now. Nope, no time for excuses. Dial 425-653-1150 to find out how affordable it can be to host a radio show. Alternative Talk, we have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Bringing good vibes to the Puget Sound and the world. Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in Bothell, Washington, in my dining room, hanging out with Charles. And Benny is in the studio in Bellevue, about normally without traffic, a 20-minute drive, but typically in the morning, it could be, 40 minutes.
Yeah, what's that like right now? First of all, you don't have the commute really right now, and it's now cut in half on most places wherever you go.
I have more makeup on, and I have my hair done, so that's a sign.
Right.
And when I take Charles to doggy daycare, it's usually like a 40-minute round trip. It's like 20 minutes now, and of course I'm speeding because
we've already covered that in the very beginning. Yes.
It's so fun. Love it.
Please be safe out there, Marie.
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
For you and for all of us. All right.
For everyone. Yes.
Right, for everyone. So let's take now Michaela, who's calling in from the Olympia area. Hi, Michaela.
Hi.
Hi, Michaela. What can I do for you?
So I've been struggling with my health lately, and I've gotten a bunch of testing done, and everything comes back negative.
Yay!
That's good. That's good.
Yay! Except for I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I do.
Marie knows. Marie knows.
Yeah, I know. First of all, you already have a natural discomfort with illness. You know what I mean? Like it's the thing that kind of freaks you out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can disagree with me if that's not true. But
no, yeah, I definitely don't like to be sick.
No.
Nobody does.
Well, yeah, but some people I get curious. So well, if something's weird with my body, I go, oh, that's interesting. What's going on? And then I just take care of it because I don't have any fear about it. So we're having a pandemic. Can you only imagine what your sympathetic nervous system is doing? It is crazy freaked out right now. So you're having all these weird, benign, bizarre symptoms that luckily mean nothing, and we want to keep it that way because once the parasympathetic or the sympathetic system starts to get tired, then our immune system is repressed. So you need to don't listen to the news, don't talk about whatever's going on globally, and meditate, relax, have fun, laugh your head off, get happy. That's what you have to do right now.
Okay.
So this is all based in fear. You're having a fearful reaction and your body's responding to the fear. And luckily your immune system is still healthy and nothing actually has happened that can be diagnosed, which is wonderful. So we want to keep it that way. Okay?
Okay. All right.
No watching the news, no listening to it. Don't get online, stay off, watch happy movies, fun television shows. Don't talk about the pandemic. Don't use that word. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I think I can do that.
I know you will because, you want to be happy and you will be. Okay. Thanks for calling in. That was a great question.
Yeah, Michaela, you got to do better than just think you can do it. You can do it. All right? You got to stay strong, okay?
Thank you.
All right. There she goes. There she goes. There's the confidence.
And we're glad she's happy. We're glad she's healthy. Yeah, thank goodness. That's wonderful.
You got it. So 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Erin calling in from the Montana area. Hi, Erin.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well today. It looks like Seattle outside. It's raining.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to our weather. Yes.
Yeah, I like it, though. It's cozy.
Yeah. Well, Montana is gorgeous.
You guys still have snow?
There is snow in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
Not so much in the valley anymore, though. It's definitely spring is on.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Spring is stunning there. Are you noticing more wildlife? Yeah, I know you already have wildlife up the gazoo.
Oh, my
goodness. Are you noticing it more?
You know, I live in a town of about 50,000, and I was
big.
outside yesterday, and the groundhogs, the gophers, they are so crazy right now. The birds,
my gosh.
lots of birds in movement.
It kind of makes sense for what everyone's experiencing on a day-to-day basis. You see your groundhog, it's over and over. You see your shadow, and vice versa. It's the repeat.
Yeah.
Remember the movie with Bill Murray? That's kind of like what.
Course.
Anyways, that was a lost thing there. Oh, let's just go to her. Okay, let's just go to Aaron gets it.
Great.
All right, good. Thanks, Aaron.
It's great. Because I was reading the news about the Yosemite National Park in California. They said bears and coyotes are all over the place, just kind of dancing and partying around. And in Africa, where there's usually lots of safaris, and there isn't right now, lions are just freely walking down the dirt roads. So the animals are just happy. I mean, the environment is winning right now. Earth Day yesterday was like a real Earth Day. I mean, we probably should every April just stop traffic of every kind and let the Earth have fun. You know? So what can I do for you?
Thank you. So I'm calling because last week I started the refi process for my home because the interest rates are so low.
Right.
And that's one of the parts of the reasons why I refied. And the other is I gained the right to my home a couple years ago when I got divorced. But at that time, you know, it was not beneficial for me to take on the loan because, you know, interest rates were higher and I didn't have, you know, so much independent income. I'd been married for 13 years and I had 2 kids. One of them has special needs, and I was really a household person who took care of a lot at home. And I did run 2 businesses, but they weren't very lucrative with my priorities. Anywho, so I have been the last 2 years able to get tax returns that show what I've been doing, and you know, that's what the bank requires to see if you qualify. Right. So yesterday was the day I knew I was going to hear back from my loan officer. So I went out and I went Frisbee golfing with my boyfriend, and I made sure I'd be in high vibration when I got her call. And anytime I worked on this, I would make sure that my energy was up.
Yeah.
And actually, it was a pretty fun process, although you really get distilled down to what your net worth is, and someone tells you what your value is, and that's very different feeling. Anywho, she told me yesterday I'm 10% below the debt-to-income equation that banks use, so I need more W-2 income, although I do like 4 different jobs. 2 of them are cash basis, which don't count. So anyways, I felt defeated.
I mean, let me just say one thing. You can count your cash. I do. I count my cash as income. Yeah, always. Always have, always will. It's a choice. I mean, actually, legally, we're supposed to, but it's a choice whether people choose to use their cash as income. So I do. So there you go. That would be your 10% right
that cash
there.
Income. Yeah.
Pardon? So that would be your 10%.
Right, but she needs to. I guess I didn't claim it on my tax form.
Right.
It's not a huge amount. I mean, it's literally like a paper route, and it's little jobs that keep me flexible for life, you know?
Right.
But
No.
Okay.
I understand. So
my
so that's one
question
part. But yes.
So my question is, now I have some choices, and one of them is to get someone to co-sign with me. And I was, you know, playing Frisbee golf with my boyfriend. I said, boy, it's hard to be independent. Like, that was an important thing to me, to, you know, gain the house in the title in my name and be responsible for it, which I've actually been paying for 3 years independently on this, but the loan was in my ex's name.
Right.
And he did me a favor by staying on the note while, you know, interest rates might be more favorable, or I might build my net worth, whatever it is. So I'm very grateful to him for that. But he said, well, you're not meant to do these things on your own. And that kind of struck me. So I was like, who's going to co-sign? How am I going to do this? Should I go to a different bank? I just wanted to get a little idea from you. Maybe I need to raise my vibration more, or just find a way. I know it's going to work out. I feel a little bit at a loss that maybe the only co-signer would be my mom, who is a retired janitor, and I think she, does really well right now in her retirement years, and I feel guilty for asking her to co-sign. My dad,
well, sometimes, okay, well, let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's jump on this, right.
You worry way too much about money, number one. And I'm not saying you don't logically have reasons to do that, but that doesn't raise one's vibration. And I'm glad that you were excited about this and you moved forward on it. First of all, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. You're very lucky. Interest rates are probably going to go down even lower. And banks might have to make adjustments about who's going to qualify for refinancing to just help people get back into a more stable financial situation. So I think you're still going to be able to refi. Here's the interesting thing you could ask the loan officer. If your mother co-signs for you, usually those co-signs only last for a couple of years. So ask her that question, like how long would she have to stay on the co-signing? Because if you can show an increase in your income, which we're going to talk about, because that's what really needs to happen here, believe it or not, that's what really needs to happen. Then a couple years is no big deal. Like, oh, okay, just a couple years on the co-sign and everything will be fine. I want you to work on feeling that you have an incredible income. Does that make sense? That's what I want you to work on. I don't want you to work on all these other little details, which of course are important to get the interest rate lower so you can have lower mortgage payments. But you need to work on having a better income. So yes. I want you, right? I want you to get excited about, I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. I have this phenomenal, incredible income. It's just crazy. And then anytime before you engage with money, and I don't want you to use that word for 5 years, money. I want you to use wealth, because money is a trigger word for most people. I want you to change your energy before you open up your wallet or your purse or you get online and think about something that makes you really happy. Like you're having fun with your boyfriend. If you want to think about sex before you engage with your purse or your wallet, like pull out a card or cash, great. But it needs to be a very different perception than wealth. It needs to be something that makes you very, very happy and makes you expansive so that your wealth can grow. Okay?
Okay, Marie, I love that. And nobody's ever given me permission to think about sex to bring happy feelings, like as a good thing.
Yeah,
You're
it's
incredible.
A good thing.
And I feel so much better just having talked to you and listening to your show today.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so happy for you. And keep me posted. I want to hear what happens. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay, have fun. And good job. You're doing great.
Yeah, thanks,
Good
Erin,
job.
so much for joining us from Montana, and good luck with the house for sure.
I know,
and,
so
and being
exciting.
and being in Montana as well. Yep.
She's taking care of her family. I'm so proud of her. She's doing a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful job, and
Exactly.
she just needs to expand her belief about her worth, which she knows.
You got it.
So that's really nice.
You got it. About 3 minutes left in the show. We have time for one more caller. We'll take Amy.
Okay, one
Amy
more.
is calling in from San Diego. Hi, Amy.
Okay.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm doing so much better. I'm the one who fell and broke my shoulder and fractured.
Yeah.
But man, I tell you, 7 weeks tomorrow, I feel like today I might take my bicycle for a walk.
Okay, I like that idea. I like the walk part with the bicycle. That's great.
But I don't know if I should get on it, but maybe if I take it for a walk, we can have fun together.
Baby steps. I think that's a great idea. What can I do for you today?
I am a lost soul, and this whole family reunion thing going on, that's what I call it, one big happy family reunion in Mother Earth.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful time. I think in the end we're all going to say, can we do that over again? Not the tragedy or anything of people suffering, but
I agree.
What great time I had, and I'm having a hard time waking up back to, what I used to do. But anyhow, I love.
And I have 2 minutes, but he's giving me the 2-minute sign, so you have to hurry.
Yeah, make it quick there, darling.
Okay, I'm trying to make a decision about taking a body talk class this weekend, and I get frustrated at being constricted and being indoors and watching a computer for hours and
Oh, is it online? Is it online course? Of course, right?
Yeah.
I love Body Talk. Have you taken it before? Any of their programs?
I'm excited.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. I think you're going to really like it. It's very unique and an incredible healing modality. I think you should take it. I think you're going to like it. And since it's online, maybe you can pause it, go for a walk, come back. Can you download it? You know?
Absorb it in different times, not all at once.
Yeah,
Maybe
if
that's
you
possible,
can download it. If they give you the recording of it, which I do when I do online courses, everyone gets the recording so they can listen back, or if they miss a class, you know, things like that.
That's what I'm trying to get clear on, because for me to sit still for like 3 or 5 hours, like, oh my gosh.
Who wants to do that? Nobody. Yeah. But I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it. Okay?
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys have a great time. Go get your latte.
Thank you. I will. I'm going to go get my almond milked chai right now.
That's right. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you for calling in. And thank you, Benny, for everything you do behind the scenes to make sure that we sound and look good.
My pleasure. My honor.
So far away. And we wish everyone joyful blessings until next week. Bye-bye for now.
The views expressed on this program are